Hello, Isaiah here with another Ask Cheeky. I just got a question from a PhD named Harry Glabden. Harry asked me what he should not say during an interview, and I love this question, so I had to create this video right away. I even wrote it on my little post-it note here. Don't say this, and I wrote down 8 or 9 things that I've heard PhDs say over the years consistently before I've worked with them, before they've come into any of our programs, and they wondered why the interview went south. They wonder why they had a phone screen or an informational interview and then it never progressed. So if you've been talking to somebody, maybe an employer, an employee at a company, they stop talking to you, maybe it's something you said. So what are some things you should not say? That's what I'm going to go over today. Okay, number 1, this is in particular important for interview situations. Don't start right if they ask you how you're doing by saying you're nervous. Never mention you're nervous before you give your interview presentation talk. Don't mention if you flub an answer. Just ask to start over. Don't say, oh, I messed that up, right? This kind of negativity stands out, especially during first impressions. You might think it just shows you being human. No, it only looks bad. Do not do it. Instead, always pivot to something positive or just at least neutral. Can I start over? How are you doing today? Perfect. Thank you. How are you? Okay, don't say that's the first thing. And so many PhDs, we have this negativity bias. We have imposter syndrome. We're very critical in our heads, mostly of ourselves. And this will come through. They don't want to hire somebody that's critical of themselves or of other people. Okay? Number 2, I'm not interviewing anywhere else. Don't say that. This is why when you get an interview, you should go and contact every other company you've been talking to. If you haven't been talking to any, go find some companies. Go set up some informational interviews, whatever it takes to be able to say, yes, I'm interviewing at other places. This is not a bad thing. You think it's good for you to say that you're not wanted anywhere else, that you're not interviewing anywhere else? Social proof is powerful. They want to hire somebody who is wanted in industry. Okay? If they probe to say how close you say, give them a reason why they are your number 1 choice. See the key? So you want to tell them that, yes, you're interviewing, but they are your number 1 choice for whatever reason. And multiple companies can be your number 1 choice if it's contextual, right? So company A can be your number 1 choice for reason A. Company B can be your number 1 choice for reason B. Another one, I'll take that salary. So many companies ask you, if I offered you this amount, would you take it? Or does this salary range sound okay? Never commit to that verbally, because then they're just going to get other people to commit verbally and they're going to weigh your options. You'll never hear back from them, seriously, because they'll find somebody else who will take less. Right? You want to get them invested in you. You want to defer and deflect early on in the process. Sounds interesting. I'd have to look at the numbers on paper. But right now I'm just really looking forward to learning more about your company and who I'll be working with. Okay, I'm leaving academia because of grants, right? I'm tired of writing grants. I'm tired of the low pay, whatever. No, you've always planned on leaving academia for industry. Tell that story. Tell the story of why everything you have done has prepared you for this moment to get into this job. Not that there's somehow default because you couldn't make enough money in academia. Horrible thing to say in an interview. I'm open to any position. Just give me something. I'm desperate. Don't say you'll open any position. Sometimes they'll test you. I know you applied for this position, but would you be open to us shifting you into other positions? You might think this is good. Oh, they want me. Yes, I just got to agree. Don't do that. That's a red flag. They're not considering you for the current position anymore. That's a problem because they have a need right now to fill that position. Anything else is just conjecture. They're just talking and making small talk. Don't do it. Keep it focused, right? They might even be, like I said, they might be testing you. Instead say, I want to work at this company for XYZ reasons, and I would do whatever it took to help this company be more successful. I'm committed to this position at hand, but I'm open to talking about other positions at another time, right? Keep them on track, on focus. They will respect that answer. I don't think I have that skill. No, I don't have that skill. Can you do this? Have you worked with this? No. I've sat in these panel interviews and I've seen PhD candidates just flat out say, no, I don't have that skill, and be quiet. Please have some self-awareness. I don't have that skill, but this is how I would learn. I don't have that skill, but I have this relevant skill. I just avoid answering in that direction altogether by changing it to I have the ability to learn that skill very quickly and can master it early within the first few days of starting. I'll learn on my own. I'll get mentored by somebody else. I'll do whatever it takes because this is the job that's right for me and I know I can excel at it. You see the difference? You have to have that kind of commitment. You got to be ready to respond in the positive always. Maybe, not sure, right? Not maybe, not sure, show commit. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can learn that. Do you think you could learn this? Maybe, I think so. Don't do it. That kind of passive language, it's an academic social norm, but in industry, it'll keep you from getting hired. And then finally, I don't know, right? Okay, great that you learned how to say I don't know from your thesis committee. I don't know, but here's how I would find out, right? Why should we hire you over somebody else? I don't know. I've never thought about it. You have to have answers prepared in advance for rationale-based questions in particular. And that's what this is really about. A lot of PhDs just say, I don't know. I'm not sure. Give them a reason. You have to build this rationale beforehand so you can build a strong case for them hiring you, why they should hire you over someone else, and why you want to work at that company over another company. They'll ask you, why do you want to work here over somewhere else? I don't know. I mean, if you start anything like that, or if it just seems like you don't really know, you won't get the job. So hopefully this helps you. Again, don't say that list of things that we just went over. As always, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.